And so we want to declare a financial crossover to the nations of the earth, to our nation, our city, the church, our communities. We want to declare, a financial crossover for your family and for you personally, that you may experience the Abrahamic blessing yourself in this next financial era, having the God-given ability to create wealth. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18 takes things a step further. And it says, "You shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power to get wealth." Other versions will say power to be successful. And why does God do this? It says, so that he may establish his covenant, which he swore to your forefathers. God swore to Abraham that in this day he would give you and he would give me the power to get wealth. And that this would be the kind of blessing that as all nations we can also release to the nations. What a blessing to release to the nations at such a time as this, when the nations are struggling to create wealth in the face of the COVID-19 crisis. So, one might ask, Edmund, is that not being selfish? To think that the blessing to create wealth is important when left, right, and center people are dying? Should we not instead be praying for a cure to stop the virus? Well, let's look at it this way. Number one, the Lord establishes his covenant by giving the ability to create wealth. Right now, nations have limited ability to create wealth because of COVID-19. All the workers are in quarantine and self-isolation and lockdown. Companies are going bankrupt. People are losing their jobs. Governments are hemorrhaging cash, millions, billions, and even trillions in the case of the United States. Yes, most importantly, people are dying. But what is it that I'm saying? I'm saying we can release the Abrahamic blessing to the nations for the God-given ability to create wealth. What does that look like? Well, it means the blessing from heaven is one that should cause people to be able to go back to work. In other words, business, industry, and commerce is restored. What is it that would bring people out of quarantine and have the ability to go back to work and take away all this social distancing? In reality, it means that God has provided a cure to COVID-19 or some other solution by his miraculous intervention. Releasing the blessing for the nations to receive the God-given ability to create wealth cancels everything that is causing the crisis that is what we are going through right now. And so you can see where I'm coming from with this. In other words, the answer the nations are looking for is All Nations Church to take its stand on our Abrahamic covenant of blessing in 2020 and bless the nations, to bring turnaround and crossover to a life of blessing. And so I'm saying, come and let's do this together on the 3rd of April. Let's get together on Zoom, and that's it for now. See you on Zoom. Goodbye.